Cool. All right. Awesome. So last week when we played, which was pretty cool, we played it just a couple weeks ago. This is the first like weekday game, so it's kind of weird because we all gotta go to work tomorrow, which is lame. But we were kind of looking back at last session. You guys kind of started off by confronting kind of back in the kind of comforting area in where Rain and Sage grew up with the Pharaoh Fells. You guys enjoyed a nice meal, rest. Well, except for Vitra, didn't have the best rest, who was dragged back into the dream plane, the Oniric plane, and confronted by Mezgul once again. Vitra was also confronted by someone new, new to the rest of you guys, which was her father, Ramash. She was barely able to escape the dream plane, thanks to some help from a very clutch protection of good and evil from Zenro. But after telling the group what happened, you guys realized that it's kind of dangerous to maybe let her sleep on her own, and kind of kept an eye on her for the following nights of rest. You guys went back to the Reckon Oasis, where you did kind of feel like a tremor on the outside of the cave. Then you went back into town to get drinks and kind of went to bed. Next day, you guys did some kind of shopping stuff where everyone kind of went and did their own thing. Actually, hold on. Before you guys went shopping, something important did happen. So when you guys went to sleep that night, Rain prayed to Luna in a different way over Vitra. And during that dreamscape, Vitra had a similar type of nightmare where she was back in Kidal and the mountain erupted with lava, and just before the lava could harm Vitra, Luna seems to have intervened with her dream and stopped it from happening. And she was able to get a night's rest without any issue after that. The same night, Zenro talked to Mercule, communed with him, and asked about some different things going on as well, which was pretty cool. Next day, Silex met with Java, the builder, potentially about building the new household of the Misfits. Kree met with Jeffy and purchased a few different healing potions, and also talked to him about the El Jefe, which is a super healing potion. Zenro and Vitra went to talk with, Sage, Zenro, and Vitra all met up to talk about Mezgul in this situation, while Benjen, Rain, and Xeris all went back to the cave to create a map. While they were there, you guys were interrupted rudely by a tremor, a large creaking and cracking of the stone, and then erupted was a giant purple worm, blocking the exit to that tunnel that went up. So Benjen, Rain, and Xeris, I need you all to roll initiative.
And also, we're waiting. A few of us are waiting on those like necklaces of sending that are going to be ready in like 5 days. I know it's not super important for everyone, but I thought I'd mention it because I forgot until I just looked at my note.
Yeah, that'll be at Jeffy as well. All right, let me get all you that aren't fighting here out of the way. All right, so we need Xeris, Rain, and Benjen to all roll initiative. Let me know what you guys get. Does anyone roll over 25? No. All right. What about 20 to anything over 20?
I got 21.
21. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Benjen, what did you get?
7.
I don't mean to laugh, but Benjen. Xeris, what about you?
Can he even take us?
Initiative.
3?
I got a 3. Yeah, I rolled a nat 1. So
that's not good. I need a roll for Wormy.
Better switch out that dice now.
It's the app.
All those beautiful dice, and you're going to use an app.
Well, the thing is, I brought it home and I put it somewhere. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Hold on, I need to change this to, there we go.
Check under the mound of Whataburger.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna try to do.
There.
I'm gonna try to do this.
Do you know when the pizza's supposed to be?
Ooh,
Did you get pizza for all of us?
for all of us.
Yeah, we're having pizza sent to everybody's house.
Oh, dope. I don't know how you got my address, but thanks.
They're making it.
They're still making it?
Do like
They're slow.
oh, there we go. There we go.
I love this.
That's
That worm
That's
looks
really cool.
That's
terrible.
really neat.
Is that the dragon we killed?
Yeah.
So the worm is bigger than the dragon we killed? I'm very scared
Well,
of that.
I don't. I'll be to be honest. Those are just the bones of the dragon, so it was way beefier. But also, I did that as part of the map that I built for this, and then I can't move that, but I can move the worm. So I couldn't make it bigger. But I also like the size of the worm. I didn't want to make the worm smaller, so the dragon is like twice the size of the worm.
I
But
say the worm is terrifying all of a sudden. You know.
yeah, it's still. What do you mean, worm?
Jesus. It looks like it was multiplying too. No, there's three.
That's updated to World Eater at that point.
Okay, so I moved it over here. So we have Rain up first. Rain, what do? You have a giant subterranean beast in front of you, blocking your exit.
Friend has
Snarling, creating this cracking sound with its teeth as it twists. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast animal friendship on him. I'm gonna befriend the worm.
Make him our pet.
Jesus, please. Thank God.
I do need to look up animal friendship to make sure that it would affect this guy in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell me how you cast it.
Okay, let's see. I picture my magic as green. I think I mentioned that last time. The top? No, it's not. It's 30 feet. Let's see, maybe. I do like a little circle like this, and then just
Kind of push the magic forward. So yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of watch like this energy kind of go from Rain and push towards this worm, and you notice that this green mist of magic form just kind of pushes right off of it, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
Oh no.
damn. The time is higher than 4. All right, well, that was my
What you doing on your turn?
that was my action, guys.
I believe in you.
You still have movement and bonus action if you want to take it.
Yeah. How close is that worm to me?
It is about 30 feet.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That looked really neat. I guess I will back up a little bit and try to get away from it.
How far?
10 feet.
10 feet, like over here. Remember, each square is
Yeah.
10. So, boop, boop.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I need to change the scale. I don't know how to do that. Never mind. We'll still say it's 30 feet, even though it's 10, 20, 30, 40. It was about 50 feet away, just so you know, not 30.
Okay.
Because my scale is bigger because it's a big ass cavern. Cool. Next up is the worm. You're going to notice that the worm is going to bury itself and disappear. It's going to go underground, and you guys feel the tremor underneath you. And then it's going to pop up over here behind Benjen.
Oh no.
It's gonna take 2 attacks. First with its bite. Rolled a natural 1, so it's not gonna hit with a bite. Well, actually, I don't know. It's still a 15. Does a 15 hit you, Benjen?
I have a 15 armor class, so yes, it does.
So it is a 15, but since it's a natural 1, I'm gonna say that a tie will fail on this one, just because it's a fucking 1. That should never pass. But he does go again with the. You notice that when he comes out this time, the back end of it has this like spiny tail with the prong on it. And I know that one hits because obviously I just need to roll anything to hit you. So that'll be a 19 to hit. And this one is going to do 9. That'll be 25 points of damage as it stings you. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 19.
Oh, I think that's the number. It is. Okay, so 19 passes. So you do not take any, or no, half as much on a successful. So you'll take 31.5, 16 points of poison damage as the stinger stabs into you, but you're able to push off the toxicity at first.
Is that additional to the 25?
It is additional.
Okay.
Purple worm, don't fuck around. All right. Next up is going to be Benjen.
So I guess I can't surprise.
Actually,
attacks, right?
hold on. How far did he go here? He went. I'm just going to use this tool. Fuck it. It's just cool. So he went 40 feet. Okay. He stays there.
All right. So since he just attacked me, I can't surprise attack, right?
No, it would not be a surprise attack.
Okay.
And there's no one within 5 feet of like him right now.
Yeah.
To get you sneak attack at the moment.
All right.
That can quickly change.
I'm gonna stabby stab with my blade,
Okay.
and that's a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, it does. And that's 10 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to hide somewhere.
You are out in the middle of an open cavern. Where are you going to try to hide?
I'm going to run towards the dragon. So I'm going to run away from him.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So you can get to about here.
Can I get down on all fours and run?
You can, but it's still the same distance.
Uh,
Or does it a different distance if you do that?
I said I can double my speed if I am all.
Does that count as an action to dash?
It might. Never mind. I get to the dragon. That's it.
Okay. He will have an attack of opportunity as you break his range. And he's gonna go for a bite attack again. So that's gonna hit with a 24. I need you to make well, I don't even know why I'm making you roll this, but I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw as well.
Okay.
You're gonna pass. Like you can't fail this.
Does a 29 pass?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I got a net 20 on that. So
all right. So it bites into you, and you take 24 points of damage as it bites into you as you spray away. But as you feel it start to pull, its rows of teeth kind of clamping down and pulling, almost like a suction hose, like just pulling you in. You're able to kick free and run away before it can swallow you, and you're able to get away. But you do take the 24 points of damage.
oof, I'm looking a little worse for wear right now.
Zaris, you're up. Yeah, you guys don't have any healers down here.
Yeah,
I have some healing potion though.
And I can do cure wounds, but that's about it.
Does it seem like the worm has eyes, or are we just
does not.
assuming that it does not? Okay.
It does not.
Oh,
Sorry,
rough.
perception check. You passed. It does not.
All right, I'm gonna use a new spell. We're gonna use Hunger of Ador, Hater, maybe Hadar. Basically, I open up a gateway. It gets really dark. There's some cool whispers going on in that area.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop it on the worm. It doesn't do anything yet except become difficult terrain. Since it doesn't have eyes, it doesn't matter. It won't be blinded. But when it starts its turn, it's going to take 2d6 cold damage. If it ends its turn in there still, it's 2d6 acid damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to hold a action or a bonus action, I guess, since that's what I'll have left. And it'll just be if he gets out of the square, I'll rage. So
Okay. Perfect. I'll remember that for his next turn.
I
Cool.
will remind you as well. So
You will what?
I'll remind you as well.
I figured. Back up to Rain. It's only 3, y'all, so the combat's pretty quick. Back up to you, Rain. You're muted, by the way.
I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere at the worm.
Okay. What sort of save does he need for that? Dexterity or Constitution? Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Probably not great. He's a -2. Come on. Yeah, that's gonna fail with a 6. Surprisingly,
Okay.
this blind worm is not very dexterous.
3 points of damage. Whoop, whoop.
You know, what are you, a 12th, 11th level? You know, you have spells higher than 2nd level, right?
I know that.
Just saying.
But I don't want to waste on a worm.
Well, he just did 24 points of damage to Benjen, and Benjen.
Well,
passed.
that's okay because I'm
A lot
gonna.
more than that, actually.
Yeah, he's done almost like 90 points of damage, I think, total.
Yeah.
Close to it. Cool. Anything else you're doing, Rain, on your turn?
I have a bonus action. I think I want to wild shape into. Let's see. I'm just gonna pick something. You said I can fly, right?
Whatever you want. Or whatever you can. Not whatever you want.
Oh yeah. I think I might do. Okay. Single dragon. Little bitty dragon. I'm gonna do a pseudo dragon.
A
It's a
fucking
little
what?
The little bitty dragon.
Pseudo dragon?
That's what it says.
No, I believe you. I just don't know what that looks like.
EFEUD pseudo doge. I don't know how to say it.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do that and not like a regular dragon?
Well, I said I'm gonna wild shape. If I because I already as a bonus action I can wild shape.
Yeah.
I already used my action.
Well, can't you wild shape into some more like tougher stuff? That only has like 7 hit points. Because you're to the point where you can like wild shape into like elementals and shit,
I
right?
can't wild shape.
Fire elemental.
That's what I'm saying. You can do like elementals and shit.
I
I
was-
don't know why
I
you're
was
fucking
thinking-
around with a pseudo
Listen
dragon.
to Silex. Listen to Silex.
It's hard when you're only playing with 3 people and you don't have a whole lot of time to think. Okay, well, okay, then I'll wild shape into a fire elemental.
Yeah, fire elemental. Yeah, because those things are fucking awesome. Okay, cool. So rain goes away. And let's see if I have a fire elemental. I think I do. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh hey! Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay, cool. So you already did your action, and then this is your bonus action. You still have movement. And since you just switched to the fire elemental, you have 50 feet of movement, and you're outside of the attack range of the worm at the moment.
Now, before you make a movement, it is important to understand that the spell that I just cast is a 20-foot sphere in that area of black whispering nightmare fuel. And it looks extremely like I will send the flavor text into the chat so you can read how
You open
What this would look like here-
between the stars,
Sure.
a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point with range and lasting for the duration. It's fucking terrifying. Oh, this void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises. It can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and the creatures fully within the area are blinded. Pretty fucking cool.
The second paragraph goes into even more detail. I'm just saying, this is a terrifying zone. You can walk in if you want, but
Oh, I wasn't gonna walk in.
okay. I wanted to remind you that it was there.
Yes. Okay.
I feel like
Finding
you
out.
use this spell regardless of the enemy.
Yeah.
Is this like reading it? I'm like, that's fucking dope, but this thing's blind. It doesn't know any of that shit going on around it.
I mean, you can listen to the whispers, but
That's true. That's true. But still, yeah. What do you
Yeah.
want? What are you doing, Rain?
I'll probably just stay there.
Stay there. Okay, cool. Well, it is the worm's turn, so go ahead and roll 2d6, Trey, for the cold damage. Since it's starting its turn there.
uh 7 points of damage.
Okay. Math. Okay. It is the worm's turn. So the worm is going to bury itself again. This is going to eliminate that effect because it's going to pop out behind you motherfuckers over here.
Hey man, I'm about to die.
It's actually going to attack Xeris first with its
So-
bite attack.
Are you gonna let me take the held action at this point, or held bonus action?
That's right. Yeah. So what did you hold? The rage?
Just the rage. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you are now raged. I don't know. Is there a cool rage thing? I don't know. None of these really. We'll just say yellow. There you go. You're raging.
Hey.
Cool. So you are now raged in multiple ways, but first he's going to attack with the bite. I think that's gonna hit. That's a 6 or a 9. It's a 9. So 9 plus 14. So 20. I don't know, 23 to hit.
That hits. Yes.
Yeah. So I also need you to make a dexterity saving throw here.
Joke's on you. I don't even know if I have dex.
Remember,
I
y'all, running is always an option.
2, 4.
Not for Xeris. Never for Xeris.
Okay, well, maybe not for you, but maybe for the cat that can move like 90 feet per second. Yeah.
No, yeah, y'all get out of here. That's cool.
It's an option. Y'all didn't see that. I didn't know my calculator was popping up. 21 points of damage from the initial bite. What was your dexterity save?
7.
7.
I'm sorry, 10. 10 total.
That's the same result. You feel that suction pulling you in, and you are swallowed by the worm.
Oh,
You were you are now
Yes.
blinded.
I
And
hope you have
restrained.
shadow.
oh, you know that I do.
You're blinded and restrained. You have total cover against attacks from other beings on the outside. And now you're also going to get another color.
Was
You're
the
also
was the bite like just bludgeoning or piercing?
piercing. Yeah, so you'll
Piercing.
take half. I assume you'll half. I'm going to tell you the full damage. You take care of the halving.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was magical for poison teeth or whatever. I don't
No, this is just a monster. It's not magic.
know. It's
Uh,
about to be magic.
Cool. So that was its attack. It swallowed you. It's gonna take its second attack, and I guess I don't think it can reach. What's the range on the tail? 10 feet. 5, 10. We'll say it can. Yeah, it can reach the fire. 22 is the hit for the fire elemental. I think that hits you, right? Your armor class is low, 13.
Yeah, armor class is 13, so it hits.
So he's gonna smack you with 3, 6 plus 9.
You know, when he touches me, he takes fire damage, just so you know.
Sorry. So it'll be 21 points of damage on the sting. And then I also need you to make actually, can you take poison damage as a fire elemental?
It said okay, so it says
Uh,
condition immunities and
You
poisons.
don't take any
so
poison damage.
immunes.
So you do get stung by the tail, but there's no points of damage to you. So what is the fire attack to him? You do take the 21 points of damage from the tail sting. It still bludgeons you, pierces you as it hits you. But there's no poison here. So what is the flame damage on the worm?
It says 5 1d10, so I'm guessing 1d10 damage.
I was gonna say 5 1d10.
No, this was this when I read it reads weird. It says-
No, sorry, that's like a DM tool. So whenever it says a 5, that's the average of 1d10. So
okay,
you can
so it's
take
1d10.
5, but no, you'll roll a d10 and take the fire damage.
Let's do.
Twin DMs can't be bothered to roll, so they just say you take 5 points of damage.
She's also resistant to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
So you only take 11 points of damage from the piercing.
Only 11, not 21.
Yeah. Like Adam pointed out, when you look at the resistances, it says resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. So just like when you're raging, as you do so often, you don't take full damage there. You only take a portion of it.
Okay.
So you only take half since you're resistant to that. It's one of the cool things about being an elemental.
Oh, I see it now. I didn't see that at first.
It's all good.
What did you say? 3.
3? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
I know it really hurt you.
Yeah, he's still doing just fine. Benjamin, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna run north and start running up that wall.
Run north. Like up here.
Yep. And I want to get to the wall and start climbing up the wall.
Oh, like up the wall. Okay.
Yep. And while I'm there, I'm going to throw my blade of broken mirrors back at this guy.
Okay.
Is that a sneak attack?
It is. Yeah. He's currently consumed another one of your party members. So we'll say that counts.
Is that a 21? 21 to hit?
It does. Yeah. I'm just going to make it easy. His armor class 18. So just to help you guys out.
All right. Bear with me for a moment.
No.
What?
31 points of damage.
Woo! 31 points of damage. And when you throw the dagger, it sticks into the side of the worm. And you see kind of the hilt in the blade like flash like this red quickly. But it's not the blood of the worm. The worm's blood is like this black ichor, but the blade flashes red. And in your head, Benjamin, you hear, yes.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Is that all that happens?
For now.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action to drink a potion?
Unfortunately, no. That was kind of a rule I made at the beginning of the game, that drinking a potion takes an action.
Okay.
Because you can't. The idea is that when you're the whole turn is 6 seconds, right? Like it's all right away. You can't be throwing a dagger while uncorking and swallowing a potion at the same time. So like
Gotcha.
it's like you either take the health buff or you take the attack. It's one or the other.
Gotcha.
So unfortunately, that is not something that I allow.
That's fine. I'm excited about that voice in my head.
But you can take the bonus action to hide now that you're up on the wall.
I'm hiding.
Roll a stealth check.
Stealth check?
Yeah. And Zaris, you're up next.
Oh, I got plans.
I wonder what you're gonna do. I wonder what you're gonna do, Zaris.
25.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Zaris, you're up.
All right, so I will say, last time you swallowed me, I did want to make a more sustainable idea on how to get out of being swallowed. So I took a cantrip when I made this character, and I've kept it in the books, waiting for this moment. And first, I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna cancel rage so I can cast spells again.
Okay.
Would you consider any part of this worm to be ground?
To be ground?
Yeah. Like in the sense of like a certain, like if I pointed at it or if I looked at it, I could say, oh, that would be a surface that I could use as a ground point.
From inside?
Yeah.
It's tough because you're technically restrained when you're inside. So it's hard to
Right.
imagine anything as like a way to get footing or move because you're technically being held by its intestines.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for like an eyesight sort of thing, you know?
Then yeah, for eyesight, I mean, you're blinded, so you can't see anything right now.
Okay.
I don't know if that affects your shit. I'm just saying, like, so when you're in there, you're blinded and restrained.
Cool. No, not too much. I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire, and I'm just gonna do it on myself. Because if I can't see ground, we might as well make ground. And so there's a 5-foot cube of fire going inside this thing.
Of course there is.
It's
Of course there is.
gonna do
Somebody get this worm some Tums.
Oh my God, man.
and since I'm inside, it can't succeed on its dexterity saving throws. So your move, triple worm. This is the worst indigestion you've ever had.
Yeah, so a fire erupts on the inside. You guys start seeing this, like, honestly, from the outside, this looks actually more terrifying because you start to see out of these like rows of teeth, you start seeing this like smoke just billowing out of it, seemingly from inside its gut. You don't know what that means, but it almost looks like it's about to like cast some sort of like breath weapon, like you've seen a dragon do before. It's just like that what's it called, the dry ice that just kind of like falls out of it. But Xeris, is there anything? I mean, he's obviously going to take damage here.
I am also going to take damage.
Yeah.
I assumed I would get half damage. Well, with the fire resistance, I am getting half damage, but I assumed that I would roll the 3d8, and then you would take full, and I would take half, unless I don't know his resistances or anything. But
yeah, I mean that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that now.
Yeah, that's 20 points of damage, and I will take 10.
Fucking love it. Okay, cool. So he takes 20 points of damage, and you guys just see the smoke coming out of him. Xeris, there's nothing else you can do on your turn. So Rain. Oh my God.
Let me know if I take damage from this thing at any point, because I will.
Oh
also
shit! Yeah, you totally do. Sorry, that's what that green dot means.
Awesome.
Bad. I totally forgot. You take 60. I'm just gonna roll it.
I don't like the idea that in future games, if you get swallowed more times, it's going to be Xeris going, wow, that took me at least 6 Crave bonfires in order to get out of that one.
It's like a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
So you take 19 poison damage.
Awesome.
Sorry, acid damage.
Okay, I don't know if I get a resistance to that one, but because I'm taking that damage, and technically it's from this creature, are you going to allow me to do a reaction?
No, you don't have any movement. I mean,
Well,
what do you
the
like,
reaction is hellish
type of thing?
rebuke, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would be able to do a hellish rebuke, but you're taking damage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be your reaction for this turn.
See, at this point, this is a game of, can I resist enough to survive the damage that I'm inflicting on myself? And this is a game between me and the worm. So yeah, I will hellish rebuke as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Have not done that in a long time. Let me get the numbers.
Yeah, let it rip.
Listen here, you stupid fucking worm. I can hurt myself more than you can hurt me.
Only one of them gets that. Don't make me bleed my own blood.
So this is a 2d10.
Oh my god.
It has to make a dexterity saving throw, but I'm guessing it doesn't get one on the inside. This is up to you. You're the DM. So
I mean, it still makes it still makes saving throws.
yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Mhm.
What is it? A Constitution saving throw?
It's a dex.
Oh, well then it fails. Like I don't even need to roll. I will. Oh. Okay, so that's a natural 20 minus 2 is an 18.
Cool.
See that
So it
coming.
passes. So it's going to take half that.
You're up next.
Points
by
of
the way.
damage.
How much?
8.
Oh my god.
I can only do 2d10 with Hellish Rebuke, so it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. You'll understand why after the combat why that's important. Rain, you're up.
All right. I'm going to do a multi-attack on the worm.
Really hope that this
Was
thing
that-
is weak to fire because it seems to be the goal of all of us.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah. 15. It's not gonna hit. Just shy. Never mind.
Your second attack?
Oh. I should- Nope, that's a natural one.
Oh shit. Okay. No good.
No good there, guys. No good there.
Do you want to move or do anything else, or are you good?
I mean, that's all I can really do besides move.
Okay. Well, it's gonna
Because I
see. So you try to do that. It's gonna move towards you. And it's going to take a bite and then a tail attack on you.
Okay.
First gonna be a 26. That's gonna hit. And then 3, 8. All right, so it'll be 4 piercing damage on the bite, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw
For what?
to see if you're about to go join Xeris.
Oh, it's gonna.
Ash. I'm gonna be the only one out here.
I'm fire. I'm
Then you'll
fire.
need
So
to
every time
run
it touches
away.
me, it's fire. So if he swallows me, he's gonna be caught on fire.
That's true.
Yeah,
Same though, you know.
Okay.
So
He's
I'm
a
worried.
Said the
Smart.
word was smart.
he has an intelligence score of 1.
18.
Does not pass. You get swallowed.
What? Is it? Whatever. Okay, fine. Then he's just gonna be on fire.
Benjamin, run.
Strain.
Okay, so he takes 1d10 fire damage every turn now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the fire damage on that because he attacked you.
Yeah, he attacked me. Do-
Does Xeris get hurt by the fire too?
Yeah.
He's already on fire for his stupid
He's already on
bonfire.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fire going on inside here. There's a bonfire. Fire
He's got resistance. It's fine.
I'm doing great.
It's getting like sous vide. You know, it's like
It's all right. It's all right. Next turn comes the fuck you damage. So you know.
It's just spicy. It's taco night, guys. It's taco
Yeah.
night for the
how
worm.
much? How much was
that was 8 for the damage. I don't know if you heard me.
Okay.
It's just a nice sauna.
My own
Yeah.
fire does more damage.
And also Xeris.
Yeah.
You also take 8 damage, but now 4 because you're resistant. So make sure to add that because
Sure
now
did.
there's 2 different bonfires going on inside this thing.
I'm excited.
Very appropriately, it is now Benjamin's turn.
How,
Run.
how tall is the worm?
It's about 20 feet.
All right, that ain't nothing. All right, I'm gonna continue climbing up the wall. So I'm higher and higher, and then I'm gonna throw my my blade. Sneak attack. 25. That hits.
Yeah, it hits. He's like, I am not getting swallowed, bitches. Like, no way.
mean, at this point, just wait it out. The heartburn will kill this thing. So
29 points of damage.
You say 29?
29.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then I'm gonna, hide.
Is there any voice in his head?
Does the blade come back to you?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. You sure?
Yeah. Whenever you throw it, it's like Thor's hammer. It like comes back to your hand. That's why that's like been my main weapon that I've been using this whole time. I throw it and it comes back.
It totally does. Then yes, whenever you hit it again, you hear that same sort of like a satisfying groan in your head as it sticks into this worm.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Masochist.
Do I need to roll to hide?
No, you're way above this thing's range. It doesn't have eyes, so like you're no, you're fine.
I think it's the worm talking.
Well, at this point, it is now Xeris. Actually, hold on. I need both Xeris and Rain Fire Elemental to make a Constitution saving throw.
You own that 20, bro.
For a total of
That's gonna put me at a 20. A 30.
okay.
13.
How much, Rain?
13.
Okay, so Rain, you stay inside. Xeris gets regurgitated out as it takes enough damage that it's like.
Wait. If I made the Constitution save, could I stay inside?
He wants to be inside.
Yeah, I'm aiming.
He's not trying to get out.
I mean, I guess at this point, yeah, that's fine.
Listen, I
That's
mean,
the
it's up to
bonfire's
you.
Still in there.
But technically, the save is to like escape. So if you want to save to stay in, you can.
No, I'll just fail the save on purpose.
Yeah. Then
Like-
if you
like
want to stay in, you're in.
Yeah, I'm staying in, bro.
Maybe towards the throat now, though.
He's pushing, but I'm
Up
not.
the esophagus.
I'm not going.
Well, Xeris, it's your turn.
All right, awesome. So I'm in here, and there's the bonfire is still going, so that damage is going to take place. But that opens up a new spell for this turn. Now I don't have any first levels anymore, or any spells anymore, actually, but I do have cantrips. And you know what's great about warlocks? Eldritch Blast. So I'm going to smack it with an Eldritch Blast and let the bonfire keep going. So that's going to be 3. Do you want a dex save again? Do you want to try for a dex save? In the throat.
6.
Failed miserably.
It was a fluke last time. Come on.
All right. So 17 from the fire, and that's going to be 24 from the Eldritch Blast. That puts me at a total of 31. Nope, 41.
Shade can calculate it on his calculator.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Not show us.
I'm trying not to show you because I gotta take it off of the monster's hit points. How much total was it? Sorry.
41 total, unless there's resistances that I don't know about.
Okay. It's a big hit, and it's
Yes.
got a terrible heartburn. This thing is coughing up.
I'm giving it the COVID throat, really just fucking it up right now.
Okay, Rain, back up to you.
Okay. So I'm in this worm.
Yeah, you
And
are.
how restrained am I?
You are literally, by definition, restrained. Like you have 0 movement.
Because as an elemental, I can move in 1 inch of space, and without squeezing.
Your movement speed becomes 0. So it's not a matter of
It's
like
not
you
matter.
have the
Okay.
condition restraint,
Gotcha.
which means your
Okay.
movement is now 0. You cannot move.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll just attack them then. My multi attack. That's all I can do. So
Yeah, you can
Oh.
attack. You just have no movement speed.
pray that this is a better.
Am I taking acid damage?
Fuck.
Okay. Oh yeah, the fire damage. He gets that on every turn.
No, it's not every turn.
Oh, it's not every
It's
turn.
once per turn, but we haven't had another turn. It hasn't been his turn again.
Right.
It's
a 10.
His acid damage is Zero takes 17 acid damage.
Weak sauce.
All right, Rain. What's the
So one of my attacks hit with a 23. The other one was a 16, so just barely shy.
okay?
So now I got 2. Where's that? There it is. 2d6 plus 3.
Okay.
That's not right. I need. Okay. Come on. Really? I rolled
Sounds
2
good.
ones.
Plus 3, so 5.
5. That was terrible roll. 5 points of damage. Man,
Listen,
kicking
listen,
elements.
Benjamin and Zaris are doing all the damage. You just sit here and do your 2s and 5s and 3s and be cool, fire monster. You do take 23 points of acid damage. You are not immune to acid damage. So you do take that.
23. Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Now it is the worm's turn.
Hey, Shade.
Hey,
I just realized on the condition immunities, it says I am immune to being restrained.
oh, then you can still move, bitch.
Oh shit!
I just saw that.
But you're immune to being restrained. Oh, yeah, you are.
That's one of the
You
things.
ever try to catch fire?
So I'm just moving
You're not
inside.
restrained. You still have movement speed.
It's not, yeah.
So you
So
can
just, like,
still try to
bounce.
move out. If you want to, you can use your movement to try to escape. It would just be a constitution save to try to get back out of this.
Do I do it on my next turn or?
Well, no, we'll say this was on your turn. So if you want to try to escape now, you can.
Okay.
You are doing damage inside at every turn too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll try to escape. So I mean,
Constitution save.
Mhm.
Mm.
You got to beat a 21.
Oh yeah, no, definitely did. Okay, I'm still inside the worm.
Well, it is the worm's turn.
Okay.
And it is going to burrow again into the ground and stay there.
Fuck.
It does
Okay.
not know where the third person is. So it doesn't know who else to attack. So it went into the ground.
Do we need to roll the 1d10 damage for him?
Yeah, you would now.
I would not. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, you'll roll that on his turn.
So that's the 8.
Okay. As all of its turn, it goes about 15 feet underground. Benjin, you're up.
Okay. He just burrowed in that spot that he's currently at right now. He didn't move anywhere else.
You don't know. You know,
Okay,
he-
I'm gonna start climbing
Take him
along
off.
the wall. What's up?
I'm gonna take him off the screens because you don't know where he is.
Okay, I'm gonna start climbing along the wall towards the exit.
Like over this way.
Yep, like that way.
Okay, so yeah, you can probably get to about here. You're still way up though, so you're not on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
You do to express verticality here, so you're up it.
Okay. And can I drink my potion now, or did?
You can,
Is
yeah.
that-
You haven't taken an action. Go ahead.
All right. I have 2 potions on me. they're not super strong. They're I'm gonna use the stronger one is a 2d4 plus 2.
That's the strong one.
That's the strong one. So that's 2.
You talk to your friend Cree.
I heal myself for a total of 5.
That's about as max as you can do.
Hey, it's something. I took some damage. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Xeris.
Oh, I'm a little nervous. I'll be honest. I was not expecting digging to be a part of being eaten, so I didn't think that far ahead. But I'm not one for thinking, so we're going to continue with the bonfire Eldritch Blast destruction. So,
What's the damage? Literally.
all right, 13 fire, 20 Eldritch Blast.
All
So
right.
33.
You hear it like squawk a little and like groan in pain as like the heat is getting extreme for it. I don't think you can do anything else on your turn, but I guess technically you still have a bonus action.
I do. I'm looking through my spell list that I have readied, and I have absolutely nothing. We are
It's fine.
we are here.
You've been doing a ton of damage from inside, which is kind of brilliant.
How much
Okay.
acid damage do I take?
Yeah, I was like, I'm rolling the acid now. 18.
Weak sauce.
Oh, and also your fire damage hurts you. I hope you're.
Oh, I am. Mhm.
And have you been adding the 10 from rain?
Yeah. Well, the half of whatever she rolled. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, that was Xeris. So now we're back up to rain.
Well, I was gonna try and get out, but since we're underground, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Go for
Well,
it.
it's probably fine.
Be
for
my
you.
guest.
I mean, all right, I'll try. I'm gonna roll, see if I can wiggle my way out of this worm.
Look at my way.
Wiggle my way, wiggle my way. Ooh, what's the 19? 22.
Yeah, the save is 21.
Yes.
Yeah, you're able to wiggle out. You're underground. You come out of its mouth. I will say the benefit is you don't take acid damage on this turn since you do not finish your turn inside it. But you are now in a complete darkness. You cannot see anything around you. There's just the worm who's sitting idle. Probably a little relieved that you're not inside it anymore. But he is. You do not know where you are.
Great. Well, great. I do have dark vision, so I can kind of see.
You're also a living flame.
I'm also what? I'm
living
also
flame.
a flame. Yeah.
You are fire.
So, well, I guess I can see the worm, so I'm gonna attack the worm.
You have dark vision as an elemental?
I do have dark vision. I have 60 feet dark vision.
You still don't know where you are.
Everything gets dark vision except for humans.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm just, I don't know.
And birds, apparently.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna attack the worm then. That's all I can do.
Go for it.
I can't really.
You
There's
have
not
to-
like any cracks that I can like wiggle through.
You'd have to go like, okay, think of it like this. The worm is creating the hole as it digs through, and it's just like it's wide enough for the worm because it's burrowing. So
Yeah.
the only way to get past the worm is to go through the worm. It
Gotcha.
does have an exit if you want to go through the other side.
Yeah, no, I'm good. All right, well, I'm gonna just attack this worm then. Okay, that one doesn't hit. 22.
That hits.
Come on, get one attack that hits. 2d6. Oh, that's better. That's better. 12 points of damage.
Sheesh. Okay. It's now the worm's turn. It is going to burrow deeper into the ground with its movement, and you feel like it goes another 15 to 20 feet down, like straight down, pushing you with it as you go. But since now you're on the outside, it is going to make a bite attack towards you, which is going to be pretty fucking good. Hold on. How do I do that? So it had a natural 20. So it's 3d8.
Back me back in.
4 plus 9 is 30. All right, so it'll be 33 plus 3d8.
Huh.
1 second.
Just poison?
Hold on. No, this is just the bite. So this is going to be 49 points of piercing damage as it bites into you, halved for you, so down to 25. And then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, as it's going to try to swallow you again.
Just find the sphincter.
17.
You're swallowed.
Right there. I'm back.
Come back.
Go ahead, roll your d10 for
Okay.
fire damage.
Yeah, I do like the idea of Xeris just being like, "Hey, what's up?"
Wow.
What'd you get?
Oh, 1.
Xeris, you can go ahead and half that to 1.
I assumed.
Benjin, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna like try to break off like a piece of rock from the wall here and like just chunk it out in the middle of
Over
the
here?
yeah, and just see if maybe the worm will feel that and think that's somebody and try to come back up again.
I see someone's been watching Tremors.
Actually, I've never watched that movie.
I have a whole fucking shed full of weapons.
This is my
Yeah, I've never watched it.
All right. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Did anything happen?
It's not the worm's turn yet.
I'm gonna.
Till its turn.
I'm just gonna chill here.
All right, Xeris.
Yeah, I was trying to find a solution in my stuff and I haven't, but so Eldritch Blast some more, keep the fire going. We're just gonna
Oh, also, Rain, you take 20 points of acid damage because you're swallowed again. Sorry. Forgot about that.
All right. My elemental is about to be bye-bye.
All right.
all right, and you're gonna take 31 points of damage, 11 of it fire, 20 of it Eldritch Blast.
Okay, my elemental is bye-bye.
Xeris, how do you want to do this?
You said 20.
I want the fire to burn, but I want the Eldritch Blast to blow it up. We got some force damage. I'm hoping there's a hole somewhere in this thing.
Yeah. So the way that I see it, and you can obviously correct me if you have a different vision, is that the Eldritch Blast is like igniting the flames of the bonfire, almost like when you take like a spray bottle and over like a open flame, and it's just and the carcass of the worm starts to just deteriorate from the inside out, and you start to see it burn and sizzle, and the worm goes motionless with you still inside it. Both of you still inside it.
Someone had some Chipotle, apparently.
Oh, we killed the worm, guys. Okay, there's for the worm.
Is that what the spicy CBD is like?
Well, at this point, I'm worried because for sure we're dead in this hole, right?
You're
Well,
about 40 feet down.
Okay.
40
hold on.
feet down.
Yeah.
See if I have any. Let's see if I have any. spells.
Turn into a worm.
I only have one more wild shape left.
Gotta be something that digs, right?
Wait,
A
what
bullet.
level are we?
Oh, you could be a bullet.
I don't know.
Yes, be a bullet. Look it up.
Be a bullet.
The bullets dig.
They dig.
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up.
It's like a land shark.
Okay. What's the challenge rating on that?
Oh. Oh, it's like a bullet. So B-U-L-E.
Roulette. I found it.
It's like a little land shark. CR is 5.
11 divided 2 is 5. Okay, yeah, I can do it. My CR is 5 because my class is 11, so divided by 2. So like I don't know, and round it down.
Yeah, you're good. What are you trying to do?
Well, here's the thing.
Here is the thing. Talk to me about the thing.
If I transfer into a bullet and then Xeris gets on my back, he's going to take damage when we go back up.
Sure will.
If you're okay with that, then I can do that.
No. I got a plan B. You go ahead with your bullet. I'm gonna go with plan B.
What's your plan B? You get shattered?
Everyone else's plan Z is what his plan B is.
No. You guys all go. I'm gonna make my way out of here. I got an idea.
I'm just worried he can't breathe right now. I mean, is there oxygen underground over here?
Not a lot.
I mean, how wide was this worm, right? Like, are we
10
talking
feet. 10 feet diameter.
Yeah, like worst case scenario, this is loosely packed dirt at this point. You know what I'm saying? So
Go ahead. Well, you guys still need to escape it. You're still inside it.
You're still
Oh well, I can
what
fix
is
that
that then?
solution. So I will step up now. I'm going to rage, and I am going to rip my way up and dig out. That's the plan.
You could also just walk out. But yeah, if you want to do it that way, that's a cooler way.
Oh wait, like it's like a bird. I thought like the ground was like loosely. I thought I was going to be in trouble once I got out of this
inside the
thing.
worm still, is what he's
Right.
saying.
Oh, fuck that, dude. No,
You can just walk
easy-
outside the
easy
worm.
mode.
So
I
let's
could
walk
Eldritch
outside the
Blast out of here.
worm. Let's walk outside the worm, follow the path to the.
Oh,
And then-
I was totally misunderstanding this situation. I will still rage and get myself out of the worm though.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you just rip the worm apart as you get out, like a child at Christmas, just like opening their favorite gift. And you just rip through this thing. I need you to go ahead and make a perception check.
So me being outside and on the wall, do I know that the
I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea about anything, right? That the worm's dead or anything like that.
Under like 10 seconds ago, and nothing has happened. Just got quiet.
17.
17. Yeah, you notice that where this thing burrowed, like just past it, as the carcass of the worm is like burning around you and it starts to deflate. You're able to kind of see behind, and it looks like the worm like created a tunnel as it dug through. So there's still plenty of air because it has a tunnel that it made.
Does the tunnel look like the rest of the cave's tunnels?
Very similar.
Fuck.
Ooh.
We didn't kill the big one.
You saying there's another one?
Yeah. If it looks like this, and this ancient design is the same design that we saw out there, that means there was a bigger one that made the bigger holes that this one came out of.
Oh Lord. What if
Which
that
is
one's
interesting. There was a dragon in here for a while, so I hope not.
Hmm.
Well, we're out. I thought we were fucked. It looks like there's a nice tunnel, so I guess we could just
That's just follow
trolley
the
on
tunnel.
out.
Yeah, and then just follow the tunnel.
I'm sure the rage will end after 6 seconds because I'm not taking damage or fighting anything. So
Yeah. You guys kind of walk your way out. Bingen, as you're up on the wall, you start to see, after you throw that pebble, which by the way was totally going to work, but they killed it before it had a chance to move. It was going to come out where that rock was. So good plan. They killed it too fast. But you do see them walk up out of that hole that was dug. On the side, like where you keep your dagger, you feel kind of like the warmth of your leg. Like it starts to get almost uncomfortably hot in its sheath up against your leg. First thing you want to do is pull it out and like look at it, but for some reason you stop and just look down and you notice that the blade is like glowing, that same red that you saw when it first hit that worm.
Nice.
What do you want to do?
I grab the blade and I take it out.
When you look at the blade, there's like an outline of red around the entire like sharpness of the blade, but the actual dagger itself still looks like shattered glass. And then in the reflection of that glass, you see your own face, but it's how it looked before you were regurgitated by a god. You still have fur. You still have your same old face. There's no like mismatched skin connections. Everything looks like it used to. And you see in the reflection as you look at yourself, like the old you see it look down as you're looking down, and then the reflection looks up at you. And you just see like this haunting grin on the face of Benjin through the blade. It's your reflection, but it's not.
Badass.
And then it cools down as it makes eye contact with you.
Are you sure it's badass?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I gave it to you and I didn't keep it.
Yeah.
So it's cooling down. Do I see my reflection still?
It's looking back at you.
Is it like an illusion, or do I actually have like fur back and stuff like that?
It's mimicking your look as you're looking around, but with fur. But then once you make eye contact, you can tell this is a different Benjin. This is a different cat looking back at you.
I'm gonna say, well, hello to my reflection in the blade.
It's gonna look at you and kind of give that same like smirk. It's like, hello. And who do we have here?
And I'm gonna ask, what's your name?
There's like a pause when he's kind of like looking you up and down. And again, this is a reflection of yourself, but he's looking you up and down. He says, my name's Regazu. Looks like you found me dagger.
Looks like I did.
Thanks for waking me up.
I tell him we're going to be,
We could do great things together.
I agree. I think we can do wonderful things.
Do you like to taste blood?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
Nice.
I love it. And
we're going to kill a lot of things together, aren't we?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please.
Benjin is like super happy. He's totally down.
And now, Paul, you can now gain the benefits of the awakened state of the Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Nice. I have that.
I was going to say, if you need me to send it to you, I can, but you do get
I got it.
A few extra cool things now.
Sweet.
So attack and damage goes to a +2, and then you get those spells.
Hell yeah.
just to verify, this happened as we were coming up?
Sort of, yeah. So this, like, he just threw that pebble and you guys are now like breaking free and he's sitting up on the wall trying to figure out what's going on, and he got hot. So you guys are walking out probably as he's finishing this conversation with himself.
Awesome. That's what I needed to know. Okay.
I imagine we're pretty slimy from being inside that
Oh,
worm.
gross.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find the waterfall and rinse myself off.
Haven't you heard not to chase those?
Ha 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 ha. So funny.
I
So
know.
yeah, after I put my dagger back, I'm gonna see them coming up, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey!" and I'm gonna start climbing down. The wall,
Hey, bitch.
run over.
Let me wave back.
Straight up, I'm gonna ask who you were talking to. There's no getting away from that. I heard the whole, like, not a whole conversation. You were talking to somebody up here.
I don't think you would know I was talking to anybody.
I would say make a
make a
perception check.
Okay.
Because he's also like 50 feet in the air. So
Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah.
so it's gonna be kind of hard to hear him. Even if you did, you wouldn't know.
Well, the talking itself is what was getting me. So 17. I don't even know what was said, but
You would definitely hear that he was speaking, but you don't know what was said.
no, yeah, I assume that I wouldn't know what was said. It sounded pretty much like I don't want to know what was said.
Yeah. So yeah, you walk out and you hear him talking, but you don't. He's like, yeah, actually, you don't even know right where he is. You just hear his voice.
Well, he was coming down after saying hey, and that's what I would kind of confront.
Oh,
Well, I was
gotcha.
talking, and then I put the blade back, and then I saw you guys coming out. So then I yelled, "Hey!" and I'm running. I'm like climbing down the wall and like coming towards you guys now.
I say hey back.
So you're just gonna
So
Sup,
you
sup.
just talking to somebody like you're praying or something? I didn't take you as the religious type.
what's that?
We were coming out and I heard you talking to somebody. I was just making sure I didn't see anybody else, so I want to make sure you're not crazy.
Oh yeah, I was talking to my blade, and I'm gonna whip my blade out, and I'm gonna like twirl it around and show it to him.
It's gonna only
What?
make me think you're crazier.
You were talking to your blade.
All right, I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, me and my blade, we're pretty close, and I'm gonna like twirl it around and do like some fancy shit with it.
We're pretty close. We're pretty chill. Pretty chill.
We're besties.
Yeah.
So, long time in the cells, I see. Okay. Well, glad you made that connection. It was just kind of weird. I didn't think anybody else was up here, but I guess there wasn't anybody else up here.
Yeah. So how'd you guys escape the worm?
We killed it and we ripped it
Nice.
apart. Yeah.
Cool.
It
So
was-
you guys are able to kind of reconnect back in the city. At this moment, you guys are well, there's Sage, Vitra, and Zinro kind of all doing their thing. Kree and Silex were both also kind of separate doing their own thing. Kree was talking to Jeffy and just had met back up with Silex to ask about his allowance for that extra potion. And then there was a meeting back up at the main bar, that main tavern on the hill, with Java later this evening. So
Is it later this evening, or is it? I don't know when this fight took place and like when.
the fight,
I know that they explored for quite a while.
yeah,
before they
so
found
it
the
was
worm,
probably a
so-
couple hours since we broke off. So yeah, I mean, it's the meeting with Java's probably about an hour to 2 hours away, I'd say.
So Sage, Zinro, and Vitra all went to Hefe. You just came from Hefe.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of at Hefe, I'm assuming.
Okay.
So if you'll allow it, I'll just go back to Hefe with Kree and meet them there. And as a group of 5, we'll continue.
Okay. Cool.
Make it easier
I
on
mean,
you.
that works for me.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, I got us the necklaces.
Not yet.
Ordered the necklaces.
Oh, that's great.
Put it
I guess-
put it in the order. What'd you say?
I said, oh, great. Is Hefe here? Is he busy?
I just finished talking to him, so I would assume he probably is starting our necklaces, but he's still here.
Well, we have a meeting with the house builder, who seems to be doing it magically, which means great things. But we wanted what, the health potion?
Yeah, and I'm gonna whistle, but Tristan can't whistle, so we're gonna. Thank you.
Yep.
Hefe,
Yes.
can you bring me that potion again?
The El Jefe.
The El Jefe.
And he takes it out of this like beautiful box that he has it kept in, and he puts it down, and it's this crystal vial with some kind of intricate glass work done into the actual glass itself. This is one of my favorites. It will hurt me to let it go, but for you, for 5,000 gold pieces, I will let it go.
I think you said 4,000.
That was before. Things have changed. Okay, fine. 4,000.
All right. May I see it? Just you can hold my hand while I
Sure.
do so.
And he hands it over. He's like, "You feel that power?"
I'll cast identify
Difference.
just to make sure it is what it is.
It is a healing potion that doesn't have it doesn't have a spot in like D&D Beyond or anything, but it does
Oh yeah.
26 D4 plus 40.
Okay. Yeah. We have.
Well, you have a whole bag.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All right.
You have the money.
Yeah, I'll put it on the table and I'll count it very slowly.
1, 2, all the way to 4,000. Okay, 1. Okay.
Like poker chips, I'm setting up little towers. Just
he's like folding them in on itself. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Potion. Thank you.
Yeah. This is, and so there was nothing else wrong with the potion. That was my main point of
No,
identifying
he
it,
was
like-
not like the other guy who was trying to trick you. This one is an
Okay.
actual potion.
I mean, let's keep this for
He has integrity.
special occasions. Yes. This is a
Good one.
down on our luck, and let's turn the fight around at a moment's notice.
Oh, cool.
Did you get any more other than this one?
Hey, FA/Shade, did you look up those little elfie thingies or
Oh.
whatever in the yeah.
How do you do those?
Yeah. What do you have? Anything new?
Oh, the imps.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the color, but we do have, as I look at my other monitor, 1, 2, 3, 4 different imps in a bottle at the moment.
Can you remind me what each imp does?
Yeah, we have the blue, the black, the green, and the red. When you ask an imp a question, it must answer truthfully, regardless of the color. If you eat it, or if it crawls down the throat of an intact corpse, it can possess that body for 30 minutes. It dies quickly upon contact with air and can only answer questions that start with blank. So the black can only answer questions that start with what. The blue can only answer questions that start with why or how, either one. Green is when and where. Red is who.
Okay. Zinra, you're here, right?
Yes.
I'm currently in the corner. I would assume that I, at one point in time, asked Hefe about his incense and ivory sticks if he has any, and I'm probably like, I don't know. Is dragon fruit more expensive than honeysuckle? I don't I don't think I've purchased incense before in this level of magnitude. Yes.
Zinro, you can already talk to the dead, right?
well, kind of, sort of. They don't have to respond back to me. They could technically lie, and I can only ask a certain number of questions. Although I can ask them different things like who, what, when, where, and why, just through me, anyways. But I'm sure those imps would be helpful in other ways.
Oh, the difference. Hefe steps in. Oh, the difference is that the imps can answer any question, not just about whatever person is there.
And you only get one question per imp.
Based on what he just said. So it's like, so I could ask the question that the body the imp may have taken over may not know, but the imp might know. Like, who's the head pit fiend of the second level of the hells?
Exactly.
Or where's Lady Amalthea?
Yeah, so it knows anything and everything that hell knows, which is just about everything. Like hell as in.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it knows just about everything. So you can ask it anything, but the trick is you can only use it by letting it, like by eating it and letting it take over your body to ask that question, or by letting it crawl down the throat of a corpse. Those are the only two ways it can answer that question. It needs to be in someone's body. You can't just ask the imp, or else it'll die with air. That's why it's bottled.
Well, that would be very interesting to know how to defeat Amalthea if that's known.
How to destroy the gem.
That would be the blue. I did write down which questions we would.
Why or how? Green is when or where. Red is how.
Yeah, I got it. Red is
How
who.
much are these again, Hefe?
Well, that depends on the imp. Some questions are more valuable than others.
Okay, much is each imp?
Yes.
Which one are you most interested in?
You know what? This is more of intrigue. Can I just get a price for each?
Well, the black and the green are only worth 3,000 gold pieces. The blue and the red are 5,000 gold pieces.
I'm going to look him.
And is not as valuable as how or who.
So I'm going to look him deep in the eyes and kind of stand up straight and be like, that seems a little hefty to me.
Oh, have you price shopped bottled imps other places?
I'm going to look. Silex. I'm going to look at Zinro. I'm be like, I think we can hold off for now.
We know where
We
to
ordered
find
enough for today. We have a meeting to make at the tavern. We can't be late for that.
I don't know.
All right.
We'll see. And then I'm done. And
But I will work on those necklaces for you, dear.
Thank you.
I guess. Do you have? Do you happen to have 1,000 gold pieces worth of ivory and incense, like both a piece? I know that's quite a lot of incense.
Incense, of course. We carry incense by the pallet, but ivory is hard to come by. I might have a few hundred gold pieces worth, but not thousands.
I'll take whatever you have in the ivory department, and I'll take 500 gold pieces with the incense at the moment because it's nice to have around.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d10.
A D10. Well, that one doesn't get much play. All right,
While he's doing that, I will put the gold for it on the counter.
Finally.
No, for his incense and ivory.
Oh, I thought you meant you were counting out the 4,000 still. Like you finally finished.
No, like I'll still be doing it, and then it'll be like, oh, he's buying stuff too. Okay, here's his part.
Unfortunately, I just rolled a 1 on a D10.
So there's 100 gold pieces worth of ivory.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, ivory. Okay, that gets me somewhere, I guess. That's
incense are super available here. Ivory is the tough one.
Okay, well then I'll get 500 gold pieces of the incense and ivory. I don't know how much one stick would cost. It's 100. You said 100 gold with. Okay, so that's 1,100 gold there. And before we leave, I guess I will look to Kree and say, I don't know if we're going to be back here that often. So if we want to make a decision on the imps thing, I will help fund it for the moment. But if we do this meeting with the thing, our lives haven't been relatively consistent so far since we've been together. So is there one at this moment that you think would be useful between all of us?
I think the how.
If anything, it'd be the how to deal with the issue of a certain gem.
Yeah, that'd be the blue one.
But then it would waste what the original plan was for it. So
Well, my
at the
original
moment, I think we're okay.
well, my
But I could be
original
wrong.
spell, I can learn about the gem. I just don't know if it'll tell me how to destroy it.
Well, any information is nice. I'd rather know before destroying it if it's going to do something worse.
Well, and we get 30 minutes with it, so we can ask it more than one how question. How do we destroy
No,
the
you
gem?
can ask
You
one
only,
question.
you only ask one
Only
question.
ask one question. Oh,
You know,
You have 30 minutes to ask one question.
You guys have been surprisingly loyal customers. Maybe I can let it go for 3,500 for the
And
blue.
if Zenro finds out more information about the stone, he could possibly find out it's that it's not able to be destroyed, and then we would waste that question, and we could possibly get the answer back that it can't be destroyed.
I believe that was actually what I learned from Mercure last time, was that it is possible. Like, it was cracked, but I don't know. I don't know the extent to which it can be possible. It was kind of like it's doable, but it does, I don't know if it means we destroy the fabric of the universe in order to do so.
Everything is possible to someone, I guess.
Indeed.
So, I mean, it doesn't have to be decided today. We still have a meeting, and we have time after that to return to Hefe. So we can discuss some more when the full party convenes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patronage, Hefe.
Thank you.
Of course. All right.
And then head to the tavern and get a.
Yeah. So about this time, the rest of the group is coming back from the caves and also meet at the tavern.
We're just there eating some meat,
Bro,
drinking some mead.
Rain walks in looking a little messed up. Benjen looks really worse for the wear. Xeris also not looking too pretty. Kind of cut up. His clothes are all acids, like splotched and
Burned.
burned.
He
Yeah.
looks burned.
I do want to make note. I went to waterfall and washed off before I walked into the tavern.
Yeah, it doesn't unmelt.
I know,
your
it doesn't.
clothes.
It's soaking wet.
Yeah, and she's soaked. So,
A little wet.
decent
That might just get her more drinks. like, I
contest with
mean,
Rain. For some
What
reason,
the
they are
hell?
popping tonight. But that's
What
what you
the
guys see as they
hell
walk in. You see them all like really messed up.
We
How'd
fought
the
a
mapping
worm.
go?
What's going on?
Well, there's a worm that's really, really big, and we killed a small one, and it took a lot, but we did it. So we might kill the big one.
You
Are
killed
you
a
telling me
worm?
there's giant worms in that cave?
That was like this big, giant purple worm.
And
You
that
know
was
the
the small one.
holes that we see in the cavern?
And the
Like,
three of you took that on yourself?
No, we took on the small one.
Yeah, it was no problem. We got it pretty good, pretty easy.
I can see the. Never mind. Well,
I mean, it's dead. So,
I'm glad we decided not to build our base in the nest of giant worms.
well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying we could clear it. I feel like we got it.
No.
We
Let's
killed
just
the
avoid
one,
the
just the
worm.
three of us, and really it was more like a 2-man party, and then it was really just a me party. So I don't know what else to say, but I think we got it.
I'm just gonna hand Xeris a drink and just take a seat, friend.
No, protein
Okay.
shake, please.
I'd probably go to heal Rain first, so I'm gonna go give.
Oh, I'm okay.
She's
Oh,
definitely
I'm
the least hurt of all of them. By
I'm
the
the
way.
least.
Yeah, but I don't. It's Sage. She's gonna go help Rain first.
I casted Healing Word on Benjen at a 4th level, and you got 22 points of healing.
Thanks, man.
I'll cast a Cure Wounds on Xeris as well, since Rain's like, I'm good.
Did you say 24?
22.
22.
Shade, how busy is the bar at the moment?
A little more busy than it has been the past couple days.
Is this how? I know this is Aubrey's place now, but is it a place that might have a private room, or is it more of a?
You guys all have your own private rooms upstairs.
No, not like an inn, but like a private.
Like,
Are you,
kind of like
are you
a-
asking for a conference room?
yeah.
Yeah, well, kind of, but like, I mean, VIP area, kind of like back room that we can.
You can ask the bartender.
There's
Yeah,
the temple
I
thing.
will
Party
go ask
room.
the bartender.
We have a meeting.
Do you guys have like a karaoke room we could rent?
Yeah, the party.
Yeah,
room.
exactly.
Listen, put us behind some fancy ropes, okay, and don't let people in.
VIP only.
Doesn't Zenro have the temple thing?
Oh yeah, technically that's still up actually, because we did it at like the nighttime previously. Actually, I have a place where we could go to, and I'm gonna saunter on over towards
You may have
the
seen
lovely.
it.
Yeah, you actually may have seen it. It randomly popped up in the middle of the night. We could stay in here.
Can anyone come in, or is it only people allowed in?
Oh, it's an open doorway. Like anybody's allowed in, but except for I think I made it fiends. Fiends aren't allowed to see us. While we're in here, people can't observe us with any sort of spells. And
I mean, that's
fiends
fine. Once
aren't allowed in
we
here.
can go in there. Once Java comes, we'll get some drinks and food to go and go inside the temple. Everyone's okay with that. I just don't feel comfortable discussing this amount of money in a bar full of people.
I agree.
I mean, I hear that y'all
Shut
handle
up,
bars
Zaris.
pretty well. An old mate of yours handed a bar on his own, from what I understand.
Never heard of them.
Shut up. Anyways, well, yeah. So whenever Java arrives, we'll go to the temple with some food and drink.
Okay.
I would just like to ask, because you had said to me once before, and this is specifically to me, you said that for some reason, some people were finding it hard to look away from Benjen when I healed him earlier. And this is just a matter of like, I meant to ask it last session, but I didn't. Do I find myself hard to look at? Like not myself hard to, yeah. How do I find it hard to look away from him myself? Like if other people were looking at him more oddly than usual?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it because he's an ugly hairless cat?
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
say
aside from that,
Cool. Well, yeah, you guys hang out, get a couple drinks. After a few moments, you guys do notice that a few of Zaris looking people walk in. There's like three of them, all the tiefling barbarian looking people, and they seem to be holding a like box with them, and they take it over to the bar. You guys notice this, but you know there's still people enjoying their time, you know, having drinks, talking, chattering. It's not like it shuts down the bar. But you notice them walk over and kind of put this box on the top of the bar top, and the bartender takes a look, and he looks back up at them, and you just see you see his face look confused, and then you see some of the like hand gestures, and they're like pointing at him and pointing towards the door, and the bartender like takes his little apron off, throws it down, and stomps out the door.
Is this like, do we recognize them as Zaris's people specifically? Like they were on the diplomat or okay.
Well, I'm gonna go say hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go follow them.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Zara turning to Zaris and be like, "Are those your people? You want to figure out what's happening?"
Oh, I'll ignore that and already start walking.
Okay.
I was actually going to go to the bartender guy and be like, "Hey, wait a minute, did you?"
Yeah, I was gonna
What's that?
go follow the bartender guy.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so
bartender.
yeah, you two grab the bartender as he's leaving. He looks flustered. He says, "What? What can I? What?
Are you off for the night?
If you want a drink, go to the bar."
Was that a very, very poorly negotiated purchasing of your establishment by chance?
No, it was them telling me they don't they don't need me to work here anymore and to leave. So I need to find a new job in a town with 5 businesses to figure out how I'm going to survive.
I thought you were working for Ombre, or she just told you to shove off.
It seems like you get it. So I don't know why you're talking to me. I mean, they said they don't need me. They found someone new.
Can you cook and clean?
Wait, what was that?
Can you cook and clean?
Can I cook and clean? I mean, sure. I tend the bar. I make drinks.
Yeah.
Want a job?
Well, you want a job?
You want to work for us?
What? As a maid?
Oh, as a chef and barkeeper, housekeeper.
A house watcher, if you
Yes.
like that better.
Yes, I want that. I
Great.
just got fired. That would be fantastic. Where is this? Where's this at?
To be built. Be back here tomorrow in the morning, and we'll discuss.
Thank you
it
so
further.
much. What is your name?
We're called the Misfits. And
Misfits. Well, I'm Fletcher. Thank you so much.
nice to meet you, Fletcher.
I'll be back here tomorrow.
All right.
Great.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Okay. And he kind of like walks out with a little bit of a pep in his step as he kind of opens the door and leaves.
I guess we'll go
Zara-
back inside and see what Zaris is saying to his people.
Yeah, Zara, she walk up and approach the 3 tieflings. What do you say to them? They're standing by the bar, still around that box.
Which 3 were they? Are they like
There's like nondescript members of the clan. No one that was in your backstory or anything like that.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll walk up and be like, "Oh, I was just thinking about you guys. How's the boat life?"
They all look at you with the same like, who's this? Oh. One of them kind of leans forward and looks, everything's okay on the boat.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear
How's
that. I was,
things inside?
it was fine up until the cave worm. That was a
Cave
big
worm.
misstep. Yeah, huge.
How did it
purple
taste?
cave- Acidic.
That's
you
the
know,
worst.
Not great. But
Well-
yeah, man. So how you guys liking y'all the muscle now? You guys pretty beefy. Kind of impressed.
Yeah, she feeds us really good.
I'm glad to hear it.
Lots of ale and lots of mead and lots of grog and actually not a lot of food, but
Well, the 3 major food groups were already listed, so I don't.
yeah, there's starch and beer and ale. So
Carbs.
do you stay here? Is this where you live?
Yeah. Well, we have rooms here. If we're in town, we'll order one. But we're kind of traveling, so. Are y'all staying here? Are y'all?
No, we're going back to the boat. We just had to take care of some business for the boss.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that
it is.
sounds kind of professional, man. Y'all are doing business now.
Yeah.
What y'all do?
Well, the boss told us that we had to replace the bartender with the new owner, and they weren't. Apparently, he was pretty upset. I don't know why. We didn't say he was fired. We just said there's a new owner, and he got pissed and left. I think.
Man, you think that people would listen, right? I mean, they got all this time on their hands. They're not even training their bodies,
You're not even. Yeah, he was scrawny.
Nothing, skin and bone. It's ridiculous. So who's the new owner?
Oh, it's this guy, and he turns around the box, and from inside the box, you just see a little head pop up, wearing a large hat, and you see your girlfriend, Cecil.
Oh, he's adorable.
Yes, adorable.
Yeah.
Sir, I am fucking fabulous. And he slashes the hat, and as he does, he turns into like a little weasel being, and he says, "But sometimes I'm a rascal." He does it again, and then he turns into a skunk. He says, "Sometimes I am fragrant, but most of the time," he turns back into the squirrel form. "I am Cecil."
Well, nice to meet you, Cecil.
You remember us? Obviously, he wouldn't know Zaris, but
Are you guys
Yeah,
there yet? I
I
was
thought
just at the moment. It was just
I'm at
Zaris.
the table. I'm at the table. I didn't leave.
Okay, but yeah, if you guys walk up, you see Zaris now talking to Cecil.
I
You know-
would have walked up when I saw Cecil.
yay!
Oh my goodness!
Hi.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Oh, I was carried around in this box like some sort of animal, but
Where did they find you?
Why are
I
you
found
in a
Zim.
box?
Oh,
I found them in their big airship, and I said, "That must be Ambry." So I asked to find purpose in life, and here I am. She said I have just the thing, and she brought me here. So, wow, this place, huh? And he looks out the window. He says, "The view, exquisite. We need some music, though. That balcony could be filled with an entire band. Oh, the draw we would have."
you have a musician in mind?
No, I haven't listened to music in so long.
I mean, his fiance died.
Yeah.
While he's talking, I'm gonna actually lean over to Zaris and just go, "You remember that bar that blew up?
Yeah.
He's the one that did it." And I'm gonna tap him, and then I'm gonna walk away.
The
as
squirrel.
as a joke, obviously, we would all know that, but he wouldn't.
Squirrel.
The squirrel did it. Huh?
This
Wow.
squirrel has a name, sir.
Oh, Cecil. Sorry.
Cecil.
Yeah, you
What
own
did I-
this. I don't want to be in your bed. What?
What did I do?
Apparently blew up a bar. I'm very impressed.
Blew up. No, sir. I ran the bar.
I'm gonna not catch the difference and just run with it.
So, this place, I'm new here.
There's cave worms.
I've heard that they just call this place a tavern. That's boring. We need to come with a name that really captures the moment. Any ideas?
Well, they're called the Misfits. I guess I'm one now.
I'm very
Okay.
familiar with the Misfits, but
Oh,
no,
good.
what is the name for this bar?
Is it
Zaris is
this?
gone.
Is it the sick balk?
I like it because of the balcony. I'm
Let's
not
say-
opposed to hearing a second option, but I like that a lot.
Is this a sunset facing balcony, or is this? I would assume sunset.
It is, yeah.
Silex is gonna pop up and say Arathian's Rest and sit back down.
I don't think I can name it that. That brings too much pain every day. I don't think that could be something I would do.
How about Bard's Rest? Still cool.
Like a tribute.
Yeah.
This might be something we can do. The bard's balk.
It's perfect.
And you could host multiple evening shows. Yeah, it'd be a place where bards go to try out their craft.
You're right. We could be the pinnacle of all entertainment on the entire East Coast of Morrowgast. I cannot wait. I shall start planning immediately. Are you all being taken care of?
We have rooms.
Yes.
You have rooms, the nicest, I assume.
We did get nice rooms, didn't we?
We did, I think.
Good.
I don't think we've actually seen them yet, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad. Well, I think I have some work to do. Apparently, I need a new bartender. So, if you know anyone, let me know.
Oh, that's the guy that used to work here.
We
You went
need to
that
go
way.
just go catch Fletcher and tell him.
Yeah, just
Fletcher's
tell
gone.
him-
Fletcher's out.
There's- Shows up
We'll
here
tell him
tomorrow morning, and
tomorrow.
he's got
We'll
his
tell him
job
tomorrow.
back.
No, we have a housekeeper now. I don't want to get rid of our housekeeper.
Yeah, he's working.
Has Java
We
showed
don't
up
even
yet?
have a house.
Yeah. So after a few minutes of you guys kind of reminiscing with Cecil and kind of enjoying his company, you do Silex, you do see the extremely flamboyant Java show up and he looks exquisite. He has that same tiefling look that you saw before, but now he's wearing not just in his house robes, but now he's in this beautiful orange suit with a white undershirt, a white tissue in his pocket. Just looks dripping with orange tiefling swag. And he walks in and sees you instantly, and he's just going to kind of raise a finger, almost like to give you an alert that he's here. And he's just going to say, where do we begin?
If you'll follow me, we have a place to talk privately about this amount of money.
Private talks. Okay.
And then we'll follow Zenro to his temple.
We go into the light of soul.
The Spare of Mercule.
Actually, I think at this point I could just recast it if we want to go somewhere really exclusive, because it's been about 24 hours since I last did it. So we'll do wherever we want to go.
No, you're fine.
You're fine. Yeah, just go here, wherever you had it previously.
Yeah, you didn't cast it last time until like nighttime, so you're still good for a while.
Okay, yeah, it's not next to any particular structures, so whatever.
Cool.
I like
well,
the
yeah, you
idea
guys
that you
decide.
just
Zinro, kind of describe what it looks like on the inside for everybody.
So it's I thought about it more, but it would be too very obvious if it was like a giant skull with like a mouth tunnel thing that let out. So I'm just going to kind of make it a classical dome. It's going to be semi-igloo-ish kind of, but it's like black obsidian stone around it that when you look at it, it kind of seems starry, like speckled. And it's just a singular entrance that kind of has a tombstone kind of shape. And when you go into it, it's a hallway with doors on it, and they're doors that are part of my hallway. And then when you go inside, there's a singular brazier in the middle. It's kind of a big bowl with flame on it, and there was beds when I created in here, so there's kind of decent, like really nice decent beds, and then I guess some table and some chairs and stuff to sit now that I know that people are going to be here, if I could retro that. But otherwise it was just a place to sleep.
Cool.
There's a singular Mercule statue in the background of a hooded character with a scythe and the obsidian staff.
Okay. Well, this is very nice. A little creepy, but very nice. You build this by yourself?
Oh, well, it's what I imagined, something like that. I mean, I don't want to scare you, but this is kind of what death is.
Oh, I'm not scared of death. I don't want it soon, but I'm not scared when it comes for me.
That's very healthy. But
why? Because I live my life building beautiful homes for everyone. So fulfilling. Like for your friend Silox there. Silix.
Silox.
Now, business. Tell me, what can I build for you with my imagination?
As far as I know, we were looking for a place for our group to consider home. And
beautiful home, family.
Beautiful in the sense of secure, safe, and homely in the sense of ourselves.
Where were you thinking for this to be?
We agreed on more towards the mountain, but outside the city limits. Okay. So kind of in the forest, covered by trees. We had people whose natural habitats were the forests in themselves, and that amongst the trees and being away from the town, but still accessible, allows for trade but exclusivity as well.
Oh, okay. I like this plan already. Where should we begin? Have you created a design?
I would imagine that everyone would have their own input on their own space. For me, example, I want a bedroom attached to a very high functioning forge.
Yes, so let's start with the bedrooms. How many sleeping rooms do we need?
8. Including a servant's quarter of some kind.
Oh,
For
Uh,
Fletcher. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna turn to the sisters. Are y'all bunking together, or would you like your separate rooms?
I think at this point we can probably do separate rooms. That'd be
I
kind
was
of
about to say, maybe separate rooms. Yeah, you have some rooms at home.
that could be 9 with servant quarters.
nice.
More than 9. You're gonna need more than one servant.
Round up to 10.
Make it 10.
I was gonna say 10 to 12. Do you have guests that want to stay?
Okay.
12 is a good number with facilities for a garden, a temple, a training yard,
Thank you.
combatants, things of that nature, along with a forge, kitchen, conference room.
12 bed, 12 bath.
Probably kind of 12 bed, 12 bath, including servants' quarters, kitchens, the works to that extent.
Okay. So we have a garden, temple, training yard, forge, kitchen, servants' quarters, and 12 bedrooms and 12 bathrooms.
I would say a conference room, war room as well, for us to decide on what we need to do, and a living space, and then outside of
game room.
that,
Formal dining space.
a living space, and a dining room for us to eat. Yes, you know, a house combined with a fortress is kind of what I'm assuming we're putting all together.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
it is we are a group of misfits come together, and the house needs to kind of represent that.
Okay. And then as far as extracurricular activities, we have the training grounds, we have the temple and the garden. Is there anything else that we need that would make it yours?
Do we want like a library or anything like that?
Yes.
Yes, we could do library. I was thinking a room with like a big like skylight.
Like a
Mm.
green room, like a greenhouse?
Yeah,
know, something
well,
For a
greenhouse
sunroom?
minus the plants, just like a
A
big
sunroom?
like a sunroom. Yeah.
Well, before let's do what's necessary for use before what is we've made our offer of what we would like. I would like to know a price before we continue further for what we've already asked.
Well, for something like this, well, it would be difficult to quote because there's certain refinements that could make something much more expensive or much less expensive. Are you wanting, if you were to do 3 levels, a basic, a decent, or a luxury, where would you put it?
I would say decent.
Yeah.
I may not speak for everyone. Please
No,
speak up with you.
yeah. This is for
Assuming
utility and comfort, but it doesn't have to be extravagant.
assuming the cost of land for where you're speaking from Lady Umbri.
This would be more outside the range of Lady Umbri, more towards the actual mountain itself.
Oh, well, this changes
So,
things. Did you want to
because
be on the
we are.
cliffs overlooking the ocean?
How
I would
far
like that.
does her ownership pertain?
She just owns the city. You can go up the coast.
Yes, so we're going to be outside of her scope
Oh,
of
that's fine.
ownership. We don't want any conflict there, but closer to the mountains. So if the cliffs is applicable and we're able to
Sure.
make it fortified and stable, then
My
I don't see why not.
my only input on that, Mr. Silex, is that Lady Umbri, not only if we're outside of her range, it would be less expensive. But one of the reasons for this is that she also offers protection for what is hers. If that's okay with you, I'm not telling you you have to, but
No,
he's a
I
force to be
appreciate
reckoned
I
with.
appreciate your concern, but we have our own history with Umbri, and her protection is not really of our concern at the moment. I wish to put protections on our place ourselves, but not rely on her for further protection.
I agree.
Okay. Well, if you want it to be bare bones, boring, I can do this for you for 130,000 gold pieces. You want it to be fitted with state-of-the-art equipment for training, decent kitchen equipment, nice beds, furnished how you'd like. But this would be around 180,000 gold pieces. But if you want it to be Javad, luxurious, top of the line, gold and marble and obsidian for you, sir, I can do this for 250,000 and have it ready by the end of the week.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now, I don't speak for everyone, so I'm going to turn to everyone. I want to hear everyone's opinions on what you want. At the moment, I'm going to send a message to everyone telepathically through message that minus what Zinro has in his bag, we have 279,000 at the moment of gold and platinum. So if you add Zinro's 100, we have 379,000. That is not including certain diamonds, gems, and items that can be sold. So we could afford the luxury, but luxury comes at a cost of this is wanted by other people. So
I'm very much, I definitely don't want bare bones. I want it to be equipped with certain things and having like beds and furniture and equipment for like the training areas and whatnot. So my vote would be the second level, like the decent and equipped for 180,000. I don't think that we need luxurious, especially if we're going to be like traveling. You know, we want a good place to stay should we need long stays, but you know, we're not going to need to be, you know, luxuriating constantly.
Marble and obsidian doesn't fit our group anyway. I think decent is
Yeah.
perfectly appropriate
Yeah.
for us.
I agree.
So
I like
there's
that decent.
Same here.
I kind of like the whole Java idea. I feel like though
That's
Marvel
what I
Citizen
mean.
is what he said, I think there's more to it than just the looks, if you know what I'm saying. Like, dude walked in here looking like nothing else in this town, and nobody sells outfits like that. So he's made it himself. There's different aspects to that, I'm sure, than just walking in.
oh, his house was different on the inside than it appeared on the outside.
Yeah, do you guys,
I
are
would
you
like to know
guys
what
still
that
in message?
includes.
You guys can't be like conversing through message. Are you guys
No,
talking
I'm at. It was just me saying the number of gold.
the number?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have.
I just want to make sure because
within-
Jabba wants to say something, but I don't know if he can hear you. So
No,
he
yeah.
can-
That's the only
he
part
can
I
hear
sent
us
the
now.
message.
He'll say, if you're worried about others taking what is yours, I know how to disguise a fortress. From the outside, it will look quaint. It'll look boring, like a farmer's house overlooking the ocean. But on the inside, it will knock your socks off.
Is that only
And he
with
looks
the
at Kree and he says,
luxurious package?
or feathers.
Is that only with the luxurious package?
Well,
that we can
my work
discuss?
is quality through and through, but if you want to be impressed the most, the Java experience is really where it's at. I recently was employed to make a different sort of home for the lady herself. I'm sure if you guys have a relationship with her, she can speak to my quality.
I feel like I have no qualms with the
But-
quality. I'm sure it's amazing.
If it's a matter of finances, I understand. So if you would, if you feel more comfortable, we could do half now and half upon completion, if satisfactory.
How long is the time period if we went for
Decent.
the decent, the
Middle.
second level of?
I'll have any of them done within a week.
Zenro, did we get your opinion as well?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I definitely have never had anything spectacularly nice in my life. So the idea of having something very luxurious is appealing to me, but my body is, deteriorated as it is. So I don't know if, I guess I don't feel necessarily right being in such luxuries, but I have no qualms with throwing in what is needed to do so. And I'll just kind of look over to Silex and be like, what is mine has been yours from the beginning, and I have no fear of ever needing anything at the moment.
How much money do we have total?
You just
379.
379,000.
The thing
Uh,
is like we really don't have that much else to spend gold on anyways. Like, I mean, minor things, but not this level of gold, And if we don't spend it, we lose it. So
I guess I'd be interested in knowing like what the
Well,
experience like entails. Like
is there
what
any gray area in there? Can we have, we
You
can,
can paint it whatever color you like.
okay.
I guess-
with your top level package, what is the security measures that you could employ to ensure the investment?
Now that is the question. When you get the Java experience, you come standard with my own special concoction of wards and arcane disguises that come in handy from being viewed from those who seem to be prying. If you know what I mean.
Does
Keep
that
it safe and secure within your home?
does that include, and I mean with the most respect, you yourself even?
Of course.
And I'll just make an insight check just to see how his reaction was to that.
Go ahead.
28.
Oh, yeah. He, with respect, seems incredibly disinterested in what you guys could ever be doing in there. So he does not want to care. He's just trying to make a sale right now. He does not care about keeping tongue. But from that side check, you can tell it is essentially blinded from divination or from any sort of scrying spell.
I'm gonna just kind of chuckle and take my bag of holding that Silex made for me, and I'm gonna walk over to him and drop at his feet and go, I'll be in Sakina's door if you need me. You guys can work it out. Because I mean I have a lot of faith there. Like I immediately was like, okay, this guy's not bullshit me, because that's like the best inside check I've ever had.
Quite
sorry.
I'm gonna kind of lean in and keep my voice low and just say, quite frankly, I think that the safety measures behind that are enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, I think I'm
Maybe,
gonna
but
my
maybe there's negotiation to be had.
my other thought, Java. I know the protections, the securities, that's fine. I'm a big, strong guy. I'm gonna be frank, I don't give a fuck. But you said state-of-the-art training grounds. And when you Javify that, I need you to tell me what that comes with.
Now, when you get the basic package, you may expect to see a few targets in a field you can shoot an arrow at.
Garbage, don't use them.
When you get the intermediate package, you'd get a few training bodies to slice into a few different spell casting rooms within the home that you can practice different spells without endangering others. When you get the Java package, you get a state-of-the-art virtual training ground. When you enter this room, you essentially are transported to a place where you can create any scenario to train against.
Dude.
We'll take it.
I'm gonna, I'm just.
Zeros
I'm like,
has an erection.
I'm immediately gonna stare at Silex and then just sit there. And I'm gonna also just say he could probably do a forge.
The forge was expected anyways.
I wasn't listed earlier. I was just making sure that you.
I mean, he's
understood.
definitely gonna be at least 2 tongs on that forge. You're gonna have at least 2 tongs.
I mean, the shit might forge itself.
No, that's my job.
Just say.
Well, I think you have sold the rest of my group on this idea. By the end of the week, then.
He extends a hand to shake. I would expect you to, and he like shakes it with you. And as he shakes, he holds on. I do expect payment in full.
Do you have a bag of holding or something to carry it?
And he just smiles. He says, yes. But we need to go location shopping. Tell me where you want this.
My preference is as close
First
to
in the
the ocean
morning.
as possible because I want a big window in my room that faces the ocean.
First thing in the morning. I'm gonna go rest, spend time with my family. In the morning, I'll meet here at the crack of dawn. We'll go explore the coastline. Tell me exactly where you want it. And that's where I'll begin.
Thank you very much. And then I will pull him to the side and like pull my bag of holding out and like wait for him to pull his out.
Yeah, so you pull
your awkward little dance.
You pull your bag of holding out, and it's like the big one, right? It's like the big trunk thing that you have. And you actually see him kind of like open up his like jacket for a second, reach in, and he grabs like a billfold. It just looks like a typical billfold, and he just unfolds it once, unfolds it twice, 3 times, and he goes, and it turns into this little box that when you look inside, it's empty, like it's ethereal and empty and dark. He just says, go ahead and drop it in. It's like a slot machine that just won, like, and it's like as soon as it hits the 250,000 mark, it shuts and some of your coins fall on the floor. He says, those are still yours. And he just folds it back up once, twice, 3 times, just puts it back in his pocket.
I'm so excited.
All right. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for your time, John.
And he leaves your temple. Now, outside of the game, I have homework for each of you because this is a really cool part of it for me. I want you to essentially design and create your dream room. Since you got the Java package, there is virtually nothing off limits here. It's created exactly to your specifications and limit. It's a magical house. So all of you can essentially like Tony Stark this, and all of you could be overlooking like a Malibu house over the ocean style. You all have your own balcony and room if you choose to, or you can hermit and be inside. So obviously between the next time we play here in a couple weeks, if you guys don't mind kind of like typing out and telling me what it is that you want in your room, don't have to tell everyone else because you all will describe your room to each other. But essentially, since you guys got the Java package, there's nothing off limits. So whatever you think you want, it can do it. Like
I'm going to draw all the rooms.
Pretty fucking cool. Rain, like something I thought for you, and this was just an idea that I had when you were talking about, since you wanted to do like a skylight type thing, the way the house is going to be kind of architectured and built, it's going to be kind of built like a dome, or like kind of flat, but at the top there'll be like this dome room that'll kind of have like an observatory style opening that you can pull a lever and the whole thing will kind of spin and open up for moonlight.
Oh, yes.
And that can be your room if you want, or that could just be a spot you guys go to pray if you want. But that was something that I was thinking of when we were talking about like a sunroom. I was like, that'd be kind of cool if there was like a lever you could pull that would like open it up. So something like that would be pretty tight. But yeah, I mean, at Silex with your forge, dude, go crazy. I mean, like, tell me, like, if you want like 4 different forges working at once, like different temperatures, different things.
I have a whole plan.
Zenro, if you want to have like your temple that you can whip up if you want to do like a replica of that within the home. It's really going to be like a clown car situation where on the outside it's going to look like a small house. As soon as you walk inside, it's a temple. Yeah, it's going to be huge. So
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
this is going to be the
so
equivalent of
fun.
like a $3 to $4 million home. So it's like translated. So it's pretty cool.
I will. Before we end this, I just want to make sure I return Zinro's bag of holding to him. Not leave it on the floor.
He's not with you yet.
Okay. I will put it on me, not in my bag of holding, but on me.
Yeah,
You
that
can
would.
either, yeah,
No,
you
do
can leave
you
it there.
put
You
it
can
in?
grab it.
Do you
No,
put
I
the bag of
don't.
holding in the bag
Of
of
course I
holding?
don't. No.
What would happen if you did?
Just
Kill
find-
everyone.
Oh,
Cause
What'd
a
you say, Adam?
fucking black hole.
So there's not like a specific like rule set for what happens, but it's kind of like this common DM thread that if a bag of holding is ever put inside a bag of holding, it would essentially rip the fabric of reality and cause, like he said, like a black hole. Because you're placing a pocket of a universe inside a pocket of a universe, and it would just so yeah, go ahead, try it. I mean, let's see what happens.
Well,
Uh,
it's kind of part of the rule set now. I think they added
Yeah.
it in 5e. It's like at the little bottom part is like if you place them together, it rips a hole in reality. Or
Does it
something
really
like
say that?
Take it to the ethereal plane. I think so. Yeah.
And it's not just bags of holding. It's also like the portable hole and the other
Yeah, yeah,
extra
yeah.
dimensional stuff. Like
Oh, that's fucking cool. Cool. Yeah. So Zinro, you go and visit Sakina, as you've done repeatedly in the last few weeks. Is there anything specific you want to say to her, or is it just kind of like your nightly go visit type of
No,
thing?
I was like, I'm all about this. We're us getting the thing. So I was just dropping the money off and being like, hey, you guys decide what you want to do. And just kind of spending time with her. To them, if they were to ever open the door, it almost just looks like a shimmering like curtain, and they can't actually enter into it because they're my memories. They're not. So basically, if they wanted my attention, they could just knock on the door, and I could come out and kind of like come through a veil, if you will. But for the most part, it's just her in there, and I don't really say anything to her. Just spending time with her as much as I can at this point, because I know eventually there's going to be something I'm going to have to do. I don't know what it is at the moment, but.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then you guys all meet up again once he's finished up meeting with her, and you get your bag of holding back.
How'd the negotiations go?
We shall have a house by the end of the week.
So I guess you got it for a cheaper price. I don't feel any different.
Oh, I had enough. I just, with yours included, there was our total. Yours
Oh,
will
good.
definitely be our reserves. at
We'll
the
have to
moment.
find somebody to take care of the place when we're away. So
Yes.
That's Fletcher's job.
Fletcher.
Fletcher.
You guys can also have like NPCs and like friends and family that you've met like stay there too, like if they need somewhere to go, like
Yeah.
like Centria who just left, people like that. Like instead of her having nowhere to go, you can be like, hey, well, you always have our safe house. Like you can always have them go there, which is kind of cool.
Hey, can Freya come by?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
he was
That's
so
rare.
fast on no. She was like, no,
Rare.
the moment.
Can go jump off a bridge.
It's weird because he's on the deed as part of the Misfits. It's so strange. Well, cool. I think that's probably I'm cool to play a little longer, but I feel like that's a really good place to wrap up for like a weeknight session.
Gotta get up early for
We
the
get to do
kids.
too
So
much
I'm okay
other
with
than
that.
like the worm fight, but I feel like that gives kind of everyone some like stuff to do and kind of create on their own, which is always really fun.
I'm so
excited.
excited.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do before just kind of assuming going back to the tavern and going to bed?
Yeah, I wanna, since we walked into that temple and it's like Mercurio's temple, I wanna know if like I get a uneasy feeling from like Luna, or if like she's okay with me being in there, or if something like that.
You feel pretty indifferent.
Okay.
Neither good or bad.
Okay. Okay, that's all I wanted.
Cool. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here.